Imagine a military college where graduation means surviving and flunking out means death. No dropouts. No transfers. You either bond with a dragon or you are burned to ash. Welcome to the Basgiath War College. Today, we are diving into Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, the explosive fantasy phenomenon that took the world by storm. It's a story of brutal survival, deadly enemies to lovers romance, and secrets that could tear an empire apart. If you haven't read it yet, or just want to relive the adrenaline, buckle up. Here is the complete breakdown of Fourth Wing. Act I, the Scribe turned writer. Our story follows Violet Sorrengail. Violet is 20 years old, brittle-boned, and spent her entire life training to be a scribe, a historian who lives safely among books. She's quiet, incredibly smart, but physically fragile. But her mother is General Sorrengail, the ruthless commander of Navarre's military. And the general has other plans. She orders Violet to join the Riders Quadrant, the most elite and lethal branch of the military. On day one, Violet faces the parapet, a narrow, slippery stone bridge hundreds of feet in the air. If you slip, you die. This is just the entrance exam. Violet barely survives, thanks to her quick wit and a temporary alliance with a girl named Rhiannon, who becomes her closest friend. Once inside, Violet realizes she has a massive target on her back. Half the cadets are rebellion children. Children of executed traitors forced into military service. They bear relic marks on their skin, and they hate the general. The leader of these rebellion kids? Xaden Riorson. He is a third-year wing leader, devastatingly handsome, lethally powerful, and he has every reason to want Violet dead to avenge his father's execution. Violet's internal mantra becomes very simple: don't die. Especially don't let Xaden Riorson kill you. Act 2. Survival and the Threshing. Life in the Fourth Wing is a daily meat grinder. Cadets challenge each other to death matches on the mats. Violet is physically outmatched by almost everyone, so she has to cheat to survive. She uses her knowledge of history and alchemy to poison her opponent's food before fights, weakening them just enough to win without killing them. As the weeks pass, Xaden doesn't kill Violet. In fact, he becomes her instructor, pushing her harder than anyone else. The tension between them begins to shift from pure hatred to a dangerous, electric attraction. Then comes the threshing, the day the dragons choose their riders. Dragons don't bond with weaklings, they incinerate them. Violet expects to struggle, but during the presentation, she notices a cowardly cadet trying to murder a rare, small golden dragon. Violet's fierce sense of justice kicks in. She risks her life to defend the golden dragon. Her bravery catches the attention of the largest, most terrifying dragon on the continent, Tairn, a massive black dragon who hasn't bonded in years. Tairn chooses Violet. But surprise! The little golden dragon, Andarna, chooses Violet too. Violet becomes the first rider in centuries to bond with two dragons. But there's a catch. Xaden Riorson is bonded to Scale, who happens to be Tairn's mate. Because the dragons are ruthlessly protective of each other, Xaden and Violet are now legally and mentally forced to stay close to one another. Their minds are connected. They can hear each other's thoughts. Act 3. The Signet and the Spark. Bonding with a dragon grants a rider a signet, a unique magical superpower. Because Violet's dragon, Tairn, is so powerful, her signet is devastating. She can channel and control pure lightning. The problem? Her body can't handle the raw power. Xaden takes it upon himself to train her in secret, helping her control the lightning. During these late-night sessions, the walls between them completely crumble. The slow-burn romance explodes into a passionate, consuming relationship. Violet realizes that Xaden isn't the monster she was told he was. He is fiercely protective, loyal, and carrying a heavy burden. Meanwhile, Violet's childhood best friend, Dane Eidos, becomes a major obstacle. Dane is a rule follower who thinks Violet is too weak to survive. His signet allows him to read memories just by touching someone's face. Xaden constantly warns Violet to keep her distance from Dane, but Violet doesn't fully understand why, yet. Act 4. The Climax and the Great Betrayal. As graduation approaches, Violet, Xaden, and their squad are sent on a routine wargame deployment to the borders of Navarre. Navarre has been at war with neighboring Port-Emil for a century. Violet was taught that Navarre is defending itself against Griffin riders. But when they arrive at the border, Xaden takes Violet to a secret location, and the horrifying truth is revealed. The fairy tales are real. The real enemy isn't the Griffin riders. It's the Venin Ancient, dark magicians who drain the life out of the earth to channel magic. And they ride Wyvern, terrifying two-legged dragons thought to be myths. Violet realizes her mother, the Scribes, and the entire government of Navarre have been lying to the public. They're hiding behind a magical shield, leaving innocent people outside the borders to be slaughtered by the Venin. Xaden has been secretly smuggling weapons to the Griffin riders to help them fight the Venin. And how did leadership find out where Xaden was smuggling them? Dane Eidos touched Violet's face, stole her memories, and betrayed them to the High Command. It was a death trap. A massive battle erupts. Violet and Xaden's squad choose to stay and fight the Venin to save a town of innocent civilians. The battle is brutal. Violet uses her lightning to destroy the Venin, but she is stabbed with a poisoned blade. To save her life, Xaden flies her to a secret rebel stronghold. The twist and conclusion. Violet wakes up days later, healed but weak. She looks up, expecting to see Xaden. Instead, someone else walks into the room. A man she thought had died years ago in the rebellion. It's her older brother, Violet Sorrengail. He is alive, and he is a leader in the revolution. And that is how Fourth Wing ends, with Violet's world completely shattered, her government exposed as liars, and a war for the survival of the continent just beginning. If you love high-stakes fantasy, dragons with massive attitudes, and a romance that will leave you breathless, Fourth Wing delivers on every level. What did you think of the twist? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the summary of Book 2 Iron Flame.